The world is entering an age where intelligence itself is being automated. AI is not a distant future. It's already writing emails, diagnosing diseases, reshaping every economy. India is a nation of 1.4 billion people, has hung its hope on a single vision, superpower by 2047. But while other nations build the minds that will control tomorrow's AI, we cannot even keep the light on in our classroom. This is the emergency we refuse to name. Let's talk about the countries from which we are competing. The United States, 330 million population, investing billions of dollars in AI research lab. China, 1.4 billion population, training its youth in coding from primary school. And India also has 1.4 billion people, still struggling to provide a bench, a blackboard, and a teacher. The race is not even close. National Education Policy 2020 promised 6% of GDP for education, but we have never crossed even 3%. Today, India allocates a meager of 2.7%, lower than 5 years ago. The United States invests over 5.4%, China over 4%. Even our own budget education shares fell from 3.5% in 2015 to a humiliating 2.5% in 2025. While the world pumps trillions into future-ready workforces, we are silently reducing oxygen to our own children. Goldman Sachs estimates 300 million jobs could be automated. Without investment in education, we are preparing a generation that will be unemployable the day they step out of school. The data graph is a ticking time bomb. Now, the engine of that future, research and development. India's R&D spending has been frozen at 0.64% of GDP for over a decade, a flat line on the monitor of innovation. China invests 2.68%, growing at 8.3% last year. The USA leads with 3.46%. They are putting 4 to 5 times more into labs that will birth the next AI breakthrough. Private sector contribution in India, 36%. In the US, China, Japan, South Korea, it's over 70%. We are not just behind, we are standing still. The human capital tells the same story. India has 262 researchers per million. South Korea has 8,714. Even China has over 1,200. Our brightest minds are leaving, an unstoppable brain drain. While Silicon Valley, Beijing, and Seoul fill their labs with Indian-born talent, our own laboratories gather dust. This is a graveyard of ambition. But let's step away from labs and look into actual classroom. In 2009, when India last took the PISA test, we ranked 73rd out of 74 nations, beating only Kyrgyzstan. Then come 2022, 81 countries participated. India withdrew. We blamed COVID, yet China just hit as hard as us showed up. ASER 2024 report also brings down the crisis home. Only 33.7% of class 3 students can do basic subtraction. Only 30.7% of class 5 can divide. Think about that. 2 out of 3 children cannot manage math that is foundational to any analytical thinking. As AI bots write essay and generate codes, we are raising a generation that cannot even tell you what 7 minus 4 equal. The ground reality, according to UDISE plus 2024-2025 report, is even darker. 94,000 schools have no electricity. You cannot teach digital literacy in the dark. Over 5.2 lakh schools have no computers. 7.22 lakh elementary teachers' posts are lying vacant. More than 1 lakh schools are run by a single teacher. And in countless villages, the school itself has shut its gate, locked, abandoned. A building that once echoed with children's voice now stands as a tombstone of broken promises. The Indian children pay the price. Secondary dropout rate is 13.3%. Only 47 out of every 100 students who start class 9 ever complete class 12. Half of our teenagers vanishes into child labor, into early marriage, into a future with no skills and no hope. In an age of AI demanding continuous learning, we are manufacturing a workforce of dropouts. Now, let's talk about higher education. Our gross enrollment ratio is a shameful 28.4%. The USA educates over 60%, China over 50%. Not a single Indian university in the global top 200. The data paints a terrifying picture. But beyond the numbers lies a moral failure. We boast ourselves of being the fastest growing economy, yet we starve the minds that must sustain it. AI will not pause because we are unprepared. The demographic dividend is a demographic time bomb. So, the choice is brutally simple: fix our education system, fund it, staff it, digitize it, align it with the AI age, or accept obsolescence. The clock is ticking, the world will not wait. The data screams. The question is, will we finally listen?